I'm Jim Chelini. I work for Verocel, which is a subsidiary of Whisk Aero. My primary responsibility is the development and production of safety computers in satellite-based navigation systems, primarily right now, South Pan for Australia, New Zealand, and for the FAA WASP system.
Hello, my name is Raul Berrocal. I'm working as lead architect and I'm representing INDRA in the different working groups.
My name is Raul Posern. I'm working for Frankfurt Airport, FRAPORT AG, and I'm ASM GCX expert.
Hi, my name's James Gillian. I work for Volocopter and I am the Design Organization Safety Manager.
My name is Felipe and I am responsible for eVTOL system integration at Embraer.
Currently in SC240 WG117. I'm also a member of FAS, which was brought into that subcommittee. So I've been involved in the committee and with FAS 178 from the beginning.
I'm currently involved in two working groups. One is the working group 122 for the virtual center definition, and the other is the 130 for the assessment of the standards for the new regulatory framework.
I'm currently involved in working group 41 on ASM GCS. I'm the chairman of that working group. I'm also member of the EUROCAE TAC, the Technical Advisory Committee.
I have been involved in EUROCAE for more than 4 years in the working group 112. I was involved in subgroups 1, 2 and 3, but at the moment I'm actually the co-chair of working group 112.
I'm currently involved in working groups 112, 113 and 116. Regarding the 112 is the one that I have more time involved on it. I would say around 3 years. The 113 I have around 2 years of involvement, and the 116 is the one that I been involved for less time. I would say around 1 year.
Currently, we're reviewing the materials for ED337, which is focused on the open source software and COTS. There's a greater use of open source software in the field, and the burden of re-engineering that software or developing it such that it's certifiable from the beginning is a concern for organizations. So this group is looking at a way that maintains the integrity of 178C, but allows the an easier introduction for off-the-shelf software.
In that case, for the working group 122, we are working on two ED standards. One for the guidelines for the virtual center service definition, and the other is for the actual initial standard for two virtual center services, the flight data distribution and the flight data management. And then for the working group 130, we have also been involved in the production of a report consolidating the assessment of the EUROCAE standards that could be applicable to the new framework, and also the identification of other standards from other bodies.
In working group 41, we are currently working on an interoperability standard for ASM GCS, defining all the interfaces for ASM GCS. We also will work on a standard for SMAS, the Surface Movement Awareness System.
Working group 112 is looking at standards for eVTOL. So there's a lot of new technology involved with eVTOL and new applications of technology. And this means that there's some gaps in the current standards that need to be filled for us to be able to develop aircraft that can be certified.
We have been involved with a lot of standards on these working groups. We have other specialists at Embraer that are focused on specific standards. They are all very important to shape the future of urban air mobility, and that's why we think it's so important for us.
It gives us insight into where regulatory agencies want to move and gives us a chance to help move it in a direction that we seem to consider reasonable.
Well, I think in my case, representing the industry, we should be involved here in order to be on fair hand on the definition of new standards that will be applicable for our products.
It is important for me to be a member of the TAC to represent all the airports on behalf of ACI Europe in order to represent one important stakeholder, namely the airports in the standardization community of this world.
For me, it's very important to be part of the EUROCAE community because we're working on things that are industry problems. And if you need to solve a problem, you need to be part of the consultation.
As an aircraft manufacturer, we understand in order to certify these aircraft, we think the standards produced within the EUROCAE working groups are really helpful to guide us on the path of compliance demonstration.